skill, but doesn't.
Oh my god. Here we go, guys. Firas versus Zefa. We're going into the next match of the semifinals, best of 5. Take it away, guys.
Well, pre-ban's coming in here. I can tell you what we're not going to see, a light Ezio.
Let's go. Firas, I don't know. Pre-bans on Gianna and Segment. And just a correction, I saw a lot of people in chat talking about best of 3 or best of 5. It is a best of 5. It was only the shown at the end. It didn't show the last match. So it was a 3-1 for what? It's a Momo first pick. Sorry. It was a 3-1 for Joseph, but it didn't show in the graph. So that's why people are confused. Okay. How do you pick against the first pick Momo? Let's talk about this, Stoic.
That's such. Is that a preemptive pick? I don't even know why you would take a Momo at this time. That it's super interesting that he would bring that right now. But hey, I love Shizuka and I love Jameyer. I think those are 2 great picks for Firas.
Yeah, more meta than the ones on Zefa's side, but you know what? We've grown to love Zefa. Very creative player, impressive right now. Maybe that Momo is to kind of dissuade Firas from picking the very strong Praha that he's not comfortable playing against. And now we see a Riley, some sustain, healing, immunity, the Meiho Wen coming out very strong against the 3 units on the field. So Firas adapting very well. And I would love to see if he brings some more protection and healing, and that is Rakuni. Great choice.
That's a perfect unit to bring in there. The Rakuni, I think, is excellent. Firas is going to be drafting, I want to say, one more Bruiser unit is his 5th pick here. It's got to be something that could definitely capitalize off of like a defense break, but keep itself alive here. I mean, it could very well be the Tian Lang as this last pick, as we've seen in many matches with Firas here.
Yeah.
I do think that Miying is a dangerous unit. Oh, man, as well as...
And Cadiz.
Holy cow. Cadiz.
Okay. I would love to see Panda Wars again. We saw the Tian Lang versus the Miying, and the Miying won, actually. So this Miying has killed some light pandas in his lifetime. Let's see if Firas brings that, or a little bit more sustain, snipe. There's only 1 immunity right here, so he could as well ban this and bring a Cardinal. Yes, that is a beautiful pick. Maybe he wants to either get rid of the Riley or even let it through and get rid of one of the damage units. There's a lot of death rake on Zefa's side, so very, very dangerous.
Wow, Riley's going to get the ban there. That's crazy. I know Riley was a unit that Spires was prioritizing a whole lot, and looks like Zefa's going to take a page out of Spires' book here, bringing that into the table here. So we've got an HP lead coming out for Firas and a speed lead out here for Zefa. We have our very first match between Zefa and Firas happening right now. And Firas, oh, I'm sorry, not Firas taking turn 1, but we've got Zefa taking turn 1 with that Cadiz.
Cadiz missing. Now the Vanessa trying to go for the death break, gets it. Procs, remember, can't be reset, goes for the damage and almost kills this Jameer outright. Here we go. Cardinal, it's a field day for him. Double stun. That's why I love the Riley ban. I think that is the trump card for Firas right here. We know he has the super strong skill 3 from Shizuka, gets stuns on everyone. He doesn't even need to use skill 2 because he has the Jameer skill 3 if he wants to, and he has the Rakuni to give the turn back to... Oh, he does use it. He's gonna save, probably heal up the Jameer, and then save the skill 3 for next turn.
Yep, definitely going to be pumping up himself there. He wants to get as much healing back onto this Jameer. Jameer slamming Vanessa with that big first skill. More additional turns there, and more healing coming out on this Jameer.
I love the picks and bans on both sides, but the Cardinal pick into the ban of the immunity was something amazing from Firas. Very calm and collected. He gets the proc, can finish up this Vanessa, can just go AoE and deal a bunch of damage. Look at the damage on the Miying.
That's so crazy right there. And you want to know what? He can reapply all these stuns and defense breaks with the Shizuka that has that third skill back up again. And he's going to be putting that right back on him, landing those wonderful provokes too. Nice little additional turn coming out of Vanessa, but it's not going to be enough to really do anything here because we have that third skill primed and ready on top of this Kyle. Kyle's going to put down Zefa once again.
Yeah, you know, a small detail, I think he still has this in the bag, but he could have given the turn for the Cardinal just so he could hit on the death break. Now, he puts out more damage on the Miying. Miying is probably going to say bye-bye in a little bit, keeps hitting the Momo. He can just, once again, give the cooldowns back to this Cardinal that is protected by the immunity, so he can just go for Miying all over again and finish the main damage dealer. He thinks about it, 1 HP on the Miyang. Can he crit? Yes, sir. Completely dominant performance from Firas.
Yeah, this was a phenomenal performance for Firas. This is exactly the kind of Firas that we need to see here. Leaning back on this Kano there to wrap up his draft was excellent. It's such a great combination when it comes to Shizuka and Jamair.
Yeah, the draft on Firas was just so balanced, and he exploited the lack of ways to protect his team since Riley was the only thing, and he didn't have anything turn 1 that could control this Carnal. Carnal, definitely a super strong unit into this draft.
It really was. Well done. Really was. And well done for Firas here. That was excellent here. I am expecting Zefa to have a change of pace here as we go into round number 2 between the two of them. Curious to see what that change of pace might be. You know, I still think Firas is going to be doing any form of Jamair drafting here because I do like him having that 24 speed lead. Definitely opens things up for Firas, and I'm expecting him to do that again in here.
Yeah. And now we change a little bit. The Oliver goes away, and on the other side, the Pater, which tells us, does Zefa just go for that turn 1 control comp? He has access to the Gianna right now. He has, you know, the Wunsa, the Zabala, but he doesn't have the Oliver, so he maybe needs another source of reset.
Yep, let's see what Firas is going to be drafting. I do think he takes that unit, and he goes with Shizuka. I think Shizuka is definitely a fine unit to bring to the table here.
Very interesting, taking away the combo of the Jamair, and also Jamair great against the Cigar. We know that the Cigar with a reset, Jamair can be reset, can just cleanse the whole team. Rakuni looking like a priority pick for Firas, but he takes it away. He's thinking about it a little bit. The Sekhmet with a reset, let's not say anything to not, you know, curse her. And now the third pick. Will it be more turn 1 or more sustain? You know what? A little bit of both. Tian Lang, a very good mid-range comp, you know, with Death Break, with Stun, Strip. Zefa, very turn 1.
Man, now I like the Zefa draft with this this Jamair and Wateryu more. I think this is really, really nice here. Kind of just missing like a nice AoE defense break to take advantage of this Nikki and just really start pummeling away at Firas' draft. But we'll see here because Firas is looking at bringing in a Jehoshaphat.
Yeah, does Firas have a Hagank? Because that would be like a must ban into this comp right now. But the Josephine also does kind of similar stuff, and the Leo coming out as the last pick. You as a Leo, you know, Ragdoll user, how do you feel about the Leo into this comp?
I mean, there's that AoE defense breaker I was talking about. Momo coming back to the field here. I think it is okay. It's not bad. I give a lot more credit right now to Zefa's draft. I think Zefa's got a cleaner draft here. Once those bombs hit the field, that's going to be something in favor of Firas, and this is why Shizuka is such a dangerous unit. And I think the Nikki is a good response as well to that.
Yeah, gotta ban the Shizuka. I just don't see the team doing a lot against her. Yeah, I love the Shizuka ban. The Momo now has a big opening. If he doesn't get, you know, the resets and the stuns on Momo, Momo's enabled. So by picking that, he kind of told us that he was gonna ban the Shizuka.
Well, Firas clearly taking turn 1 when it comes to the Leo. So Leo's going to be taking turn 1. Looking for a little bit of attack bar pushback, not receiving any of that at all. Something's going to happen here, but I won't mention it.
Here we go, Sekhmet with the opportunity to do something either positive or negative. Goes for the reset on the Gianna and hits it. No Caster's Curse. The Gianna can stun everyone, but then again, you kind of want to get stunned because there's a Josephine on your side. I think that the biggest danger is Momo. If you don't stun this Momo with either the Panda or Josephine, it's going to be a very difficult moment. Goes for it, resists. Here we go, strips. Gets the passive out of the way. Josephine has a big opportunity to get a stun. Stuns the Jamair, but the Momo gets the AoE. Lands the Death Break. Here we go. He needs this Tian Lang to start doing some work. The Jamair is probably looking dead if he lands the Death Break, but he doesn't, Stoic.
Oh, nice little Despair stun there on top of the Josephine as well while the passive is down. I think Sekhmet still has to go for a nice little skill too and try to apply anything he can on this field here. Not getting any defense breaks except onto the Jamair as well.
I think this Momo can kill the Josephine right now. Let's see that damage. 3, 2, 1. No, goes for the Panda. Ooh, and that's a lot of damage. Gibbs turns down, cooldowns back. The damage from the Moor, taking everyone down. I think the Zefa draft is really working right now.
Yeah, it really is. You're going to see the bomb coming out here. Double bombs on top of the Leo. Definitely the unit you want to try and stun and not have to worry too much about it later on. Beautiful second skill coming out of Momo. Big damage coming from Zefa here. Zefa taking a very commanding round 2 victory over Firas.
And Sekhmet is not to blame. She did her job, but once again, the Shizuka ban with the Momo going through, that little mage destroyed everyone on the field. I want to see some love for Momo in chat.
Yeah, I think the Momo was a great draft there in that match there. Awesome draft coming out of Zefa. It's so funny. I kind of wanted to see the defense break AoE as that last pick from Zefa, but Momo ended up being the unit that he brought to the table. It was the unit that he first picked last round too, so it's kind of nuts to see how well that unit was performing for Zefa. This is a unit that a lot of people should be taking out of their storage and bringing to light. I think it's a very impactful unit, especially when it comes to tournament matches like this.
Very good point, Stoic. And he was very careful with his draft. He pre-banned the Pater and he took away the Shizuka. So now we're starting to see a very, consistent Zefa. He now steals the Shizuka away. It's a monster that's been bringing a lot of trouble. And Firas says, you know what? I know how to play against Shizuka. Just bring a lot of resets. And all of them are consistent. Okay? We're not going to say anything.
Everything about it is consistency. We have a 33 speed lead as well, teamed up with that segment, demanding turn 1. Very interesting to see a Vanessa pick by Zefa as well, bringing his own 33 speed lead. It almost feels like he's still trying to contest 2. I do like the Raccoon. I think this is a fine pick. We've seen it in many situations. Firas looking to respond. I mean, he's demanding turn 1. I think he stays demanding turn 1.
Yeah, the Pater now coming out very strong, and the Praha. I think that's why he was going such heavy fire to not let this Praha hit the field. But now that she's here, he's into a comp that she's very comfortable playing against. She has the strip to deal with Shizuka, the speed buff, the damage to deal with the Raccoon and the Vanessa. And now Zefa needs to decide, do I play against this Praha or do I take her off the field? Cadiz, great attack bar control. Will the Mii come out, or it is a Camilla? Interesting. Out of the Dreams Joseph book.
Yep. I wonder if we see a Suiki coming out here for Firas as well here to wrap up the draft. I think that'd be a very good unit right now. He's got double reset for the Shizuka, so he's not too worried about the Shizuka. And I think if it is a Suiki, I think Suiki's probably the best bet for Firas right now going up against Zefa's draft.
Yeah, Suiki would be very strong into this draft. It would kind of, telegraph his ban, but very strong in here. We'll heal for another. Oh, fire unit. Does that tells us that he is going to ban this dangerous Camilla, or is he okay with that and wants to take out the Raccoon heals, because the clans and the heals from this Raccoon will take the game very late and make it more difficult with the resetters to get through.
Yeah, maybe a Raccoon ban, maybe a Camilla ban could be something in that world for sure. I kind of feel I'm with you right now, banning out the Raccoon though, or limiting that sustain. But it looks like Cadiz and Praha are gonna get the bans here.
I don't know. I really like the Praha ban because that was the sustain, but now you have to deal with a monkey, right? So you have to land that death break. The Camilla needs to deal a lot of damage. Let's see if the Sekhmet comes through. She goes skill 3, queued up, and gets it. Resets the Shizuka. Sekhmet doing amazing work.
Yep, Sekhmet actually coming through right now. We're going to see the second skill here. Looking for the strip defense break. It's also going to be hitting him with the first skill as well. So defense break sitting on top of Sekhmet. That is definitely something Zefa's going to try and take advantage of with a big second skill. Getting the slow and freeze on Sekhmet.
Yeah, but there's a Pater on that side that cleanses her, protects with immunity, and gets a key provoke on the Camilla. Here we go. Death break from the monkey. The Sekhmet will have skill 2 and put a lot of debuffs. Glancing, death break, heal block. That is super powerful, but the Raccoon keeping the team alive. Vanessa needs to land this through the glancing. Misses, but procs out of glancing. Very key. And the Sekhmet did a great job so far resetting that beautiful Omni-Uji.
Yep, definitely. You can see this damage coming out here. The damage coming out here on top of the Vanessa. Let's see what happens with this Pater here. Does go for the stun instead of the wild blow onto the Vanessa.
Yeah, that was a key move because now the Oliver has full control over the water units. The Shizuka is going to get reset. The Camilla is going to get reset. So everything thanks to that turn 1 segment. The question right now is, can this monkey death break into a proc to try to remove a very important unit from the field? Or will the Raccoon still get the opening to keep saving his team? No proc so far. Here we go. Oliver going for another reset skill 2, or does he save it for a little bit since both water units are reset already?
Yeah, sometimes I think you just got to go for it. Get that attack bar gain there as well. He's going to be going for the freeze and doesn't land the freeze, but does get the slow, and the slow's almost just as impactful on top of the segment. If it looks like he just really wants to get rid of the segment, we do see a wild blow on top of that defense broken. Vanessa still alive.
That is so much damage, though. The Vanessa will die right now to this Fire Monkey, or even to the Oliver if he wants to. Reduces on that side. The Fire Monkey, Mei Ho Wang with a kill, confirmed. 3v4. Here we go. Raccoon needing to heal and keep this team alive. Can the Camilla come through and kill? No proc from her. The segment will stay alive.
Yeah, I think what Firas kind of has to do right now is start leveling out some units here so that Raccoon's only healing up one of them, because he has to make sure that he keeps this Shizuka reset, and he's going to be losing that segment, meaning Oliver's going to be the only unit, and Oliver's a very good unit to be the only unit on this field right now, because this is Oliver versus Shizuka and Camilla, but he's got to keep these HPs low.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Stoic misses a reduce. Camilla with a proc. He can just go full damage on this monkey, but I feel like she's not hitting hard enough. If this monkey with 10 stacks decides to go into the Camilla, he might even do more damage than what she's doing to him.
Yeah, look at the best place for those provokes to be landing as well. I do think Firas keeps hammering away at this little tiny Raccoon here, and Raccoon's just going to have to keep pushing that second skill into itself, healing up as much as possible. But I do really like where Firas is at right now.
Yeah, this is a very strong position. The Oliver with a proc. He can go for reset again, steal the attack bar from the Camilla. Gets it. One more reset. A lot of damage coming out. He's targeting the Raccoon. He doesn't want to deal with this pesky little monster, and this Pater is still hitting pretty hard.
And he was looking for more additional turns into that Raccoon, but looks like Camilla's going to be taking those additional turns for him, healing up that Raccoon a lot now. Keeping up with those 2-turn slows on top of that Fire Monk King is very impactful, because it's going to be slowing this unit from getting attack bar. But more additional turns are going to be raining out here, but that also means that Zefa is going to get his share of additional turns as such.
That is a big hit. The monkey is getting stronger and stronger as time goes by. The attack goes up, HP goes down, his stacks become more powerful, and this Oliver does not stop to proc and take attack bars away. Goes for the Camilla once again. The Shizuka, poor monster, hasn't used one skill except skill 1 this whole match.
Yep, this entire match here. Now, I can't tell if, I mean, this has got to be a violent Shizuka. It's just Raccoon and Camilla taking up all the violent procs here. I do think Firas stays on top of this Raccoon to remove this unit from the field right now, because Firas has done away with Shizuka. Shizuka hasn't been able to do a thing.
Oh, yes, the Shizuka. Well, as you said it, she procs, so she is on bio. Can she bring someone to kill this Pater? What is the play right here? He needs to choose. Here we go. Doesn't. Goes for full damage. He's like, there's nothing I can bring that will kill this Pater. And then Oliver, once again, great pick versus the double water. Can he do it right now? I think you should. At least try to get some damage out.
Yep, Vanessa's got to pay a lot of attention right now. Did the Vanessa have the third skill available there? That's quite interesting, but I do think the Fire Monk King would have killed the Raccoon there, but it looks like Shizuka is going to get dropped here, unless we've got something to say about with this Camilla.
My friend, this Camilla is starting to get dangerous. Can she proc into skill 3? She does!
No
the
way!
Shizuka comes out! Procs into skill 3! What an incredible play! Camilla, bringing it back! This Shizuka, she saved the 2 procs for the only moment that mattered. Brings back the Raccoon. Now Oliver cannot do anything as Zefa wins.
Wow. So even in the moment of me thinking Shizuku was going to bring back the Vanessa, to bring back the Raccoon, he didn't do it and opt for something else and ended up dropping a unit. It's almost like he knew that he was going to get that third skill, that second skill back up already, and then be able to get the Raccoon back up. And that sealed the deal. But holy cow, Camilla, what an outstanding performance for Zefa.
Stoic, I'm going to tell you. Shizuka's that kind of monster. Yeah, you can keep her head down the whole game. If you give her one opportunity, she will make you pay. And that's what we saw.
Yeah, she really did. That was insane. He was doing such a good job with the Oliver, keeping the Shizuka back. But man, that's really, really tough. I love the draft Firas. I still think Firas kind of had that one locked down for like the longest time. But my God, Shizuka finally started to pop off and now earned her spot in the pre-ban.
Yep. She is up there together with Pater, so less immunity on both sides, and it was a very close match. Any detail could have changed.
I want to know what Firas is going to be taking away from Zefa here, because he has the first pick where last time he first picked Shizuka. Huh.
Interesting. Taking out the Cardinal, we see a quick response with the Josephine, a classic counter. Will he not care and just go into a Praha or something similar right here? Or will he change a little bit? We know that the Oliver is available. Praha, I really like that. That's a great monster in the comp.
Seppi, this looks like a pre-ban mistake. I feel like Firas should have not pre-banned the Shizuka, pre-banned something else that Zefa has in his box, whether it be like the Giano of some sort, and then just first pick the Shizuka. He had first pick always, and Zefa has not been in the position of taking a Fire and Bison away from him.
Good point. I agree with you. The Shizuka would have been very strong on his side right here. Maybe the thing is he wants to play a more open game, and he doesn't want to deal with any immunity. So he's like, you know what? Let's take both off the field. Let's just go very aggressive. Turn one. Let's see what Firas has in store for us. And the Hagen finally comes out. I love to see that. I've been missing that Hagen and the cigar stolen away. The question right now is, does Zefa decide on turn one and bring a second speed lead? Otherwise, he's going to be, in some trouble. Second speed lead. I like that choice.
Wow. Yeah, it's definitely a second speed lead. I like the Tomo a lot. I think the Tomo is actually a very, very good pick going into this. This could potentially just be a Hagang ban, and then lets the Gianna through, unless Firas is planning on banning the Gianna, knowing his Hagang's already going to be banned out. This is an interesting situation.
Yeah, that's a difficult position to be in. Will the Hagang get banned? Yes, Hagang and Gianna. I like bans on both sides. This is going to be a more open game than what we've seen from them. And Firas is betting everything in his win right now because he needs this to take it to game 5. Game 4, Firas and Zefa, turn 1 for the Nikki.
Yeah, I do like Firas' draft. I got to give him a little bit of credit here, but look at all that damage coming from Nikki. Setting the tone like that is absolutely insane. And a very fast Josephine here.
Yeah, very fast. There's a big opportunity right here. Karma coming out.
Wow.
And the stun and the counter. He needs a big play from the cigar and the M Bison, or a proc from the Jameer. A proc from the Jameer would be gorgeous. Can he go for it? Here we go.
Firas seemed to see all 3 stuns come out here with that third skill.
Yeah. Oh, gets it on the Josephine. You don't want to see that. Now the Josephine can deal more damage. No proc from him. Another stun on the Jameer. Will this Praha get the opportunity to save her team? You need to reduce the bar of this Nikki. A proc from Nikki or a proc from Vanessa will be super dangerous right now. Ooh, why did I say it? But it doesn't kill.
Just like that. It doesn't kill, which is really big because we've got the Daydream coming up here, sleeping everybody, but of course is going to be procking the passive of the Josephine. Josephine getting a nice little stun on top of the Pra, and also going to be provoking a unit here, not getting the provoke on top of Jemaya.
I still like this draft. I still like the position where Firas is in because finally Jameer comes online. He gets it, gets the resets. Praha can go for skill 3 or just wait for the Cardinal. The Cardinal will also have all the skills back. The problem is how dangerous Josephine is. Right now, you got to risk it. Maybe go for skill 2 and then you don't get countered. Will he do it or will he just wait? He's thinking, goes for skill 2, I like the choice, but doesn't get the Josephine.
Yeah, needed to get the Josephine there. We've got Fire and Bison with all skills available. Goes with the Psycho Crusher third skill. Looking for stuns on everybody, but only getting a stun here on the Tomo.
Yeah, you need to get a lot of damage out. The slow on the Nikki might be a big decisive point. A lot of damage. Big proc from the Jameer. She's almost dead, and now you can sleep with the Praha. The slow let her lap the Nikki, and with that, the Nikki will need a crazy proc right now.
Man, Josephine being an absolute problem right now. So many stuns coming up from this unit. The passive always feels like it's up as well here, but we've got a second skill available. I don't know where you could possibly put this for it to be super impact. Oh my God. Nikki with the initial turn healing up the team here.
She will do a proc, and she gets it. We've been calling it the slows come again, and now Praha and Carno need to do this, but the stun on Carno. Put your head down, sir. The head is down. He loses the turn. No proc incoming, and once again, Josephine has the opportunity to make a change in the pace of this match.
Yeah, I feel like Zefa's going to get pretty much all skills up on everybody across the board, so Cigar needs to land true here, and it needs to land on the right unit. Vanessa's got everything available. I feel like Nikki's going to be getting that third skill up very shortly. Nice additional turns, though, popping up for Cigar.
But he does get resisted on the Josephine. I like his targeting. I think Firas is choosing the right monsters to target, you know, where to put a damage, where to reset, but a little bit unlucky so far. Let's see if he can pump some damage, kill this Nikki, and then go for the Josephine. Yes, that's what he do. The 1-2 punch hits one of them, will kill the other one, but this Tomoe is crazy. She's stunned this Cardinal twice in a row.
I think he goes for the skill too and gets the double kill on the Nikki and the Josephine.
I like the safe play. I would love that. Oh my God, but they're wrong.
Whoa, that is wild. Beautiful proc there from Praha. Able to take down the Josephine, which has been the problem unit. The provoke nicely placed on top of the Nikki. Now, I think Firas is in full control here.
The dragon, Jameer not getting killed is definitely the key moment. You know, when you fully upgrade that HP rune Stoic, that's what saved this Jameer. Even though the Tomoe keeps stunning and stunning, there's nothing you can do because the Jameer, the Praha, the resets from Cigar coming out. The Vanessa's trying to still fight this, but it's gonna be very difficult to bring it back. Beautiful composition, playing in his comfort zone. Firas has showed us what he's all about.
Yeah, he really has. He's going to keep coming away on top of this Vanessa. He's got to drop this unit first here. What a draft here for Firas. He did have it, in my opinion, coming into this match here. I did like his draft just a little bit better. It looked like he had just more control and just needed everything to land true. The stuff that pops up and really stops things is the resists and the violent procs that Zefa was potentially getting and did get as well. But well done, Firas, taking a round 4 victory away for Zefa. Guys, we get into our very first Game 5.
Game 5 is here, Stoic. I am so excited. And let me tell you something. The decision to pre-ban the Shizuka and play a very open game from Firas was incredible. Very, bold and courageous, but it worked.
Yep, that's right. Pre-bans from last time, Pattern Shizuka, both available out here. Both units that Firas does like to draft there. Yeah, let's see what happens in this pre-ban. I feel like we can now pre-ban Gianna going into Game 5, and I think that's what Firas should be pre-banning now. So maybe that is why he pre-banned the Shizuka, so in case it was a Game 5, because he had full confidence in himself and winning that match right there. Gianna's the pre-ban here, and it makes his life so much easier for him.
Yeah, very good point. Let's see the pre-bans going to Tianlang and Nikki. I like the changes, the adaptation. You don't want to deal with that. You can't take the Shizuka away. Do you think that Zefa will pick that as his first pick?
Potentially, because he's going to be taking a Gianna into this draft as well, but locking the 33 speed lead Oliver I think is a way better decision because Firas used that Oliver very well against Zefa. So I do think we are going to be seeing the Gianna style draft from Zefa going into this match here. Curious to see what Firas is going to be drafting here because he should know the kind of comp that's going to be coming to the table here.
Yeah, very good point. He definitely shows that he wants that turn one, the 33% speed lead, and now Firas response, stealing away a monster that counters the Oliver well, the Jameer, giving back cooldown, and then the Shizuka. Very strong unit, double strip coming out, very quick replies. The Pater is in there.
I'm nervous.
Segment also. Yeah, this is a very, very quick pick and ban.
Yep, very, very quick indeed. I mean, seeing a game 5 and things looking like coming down to a Sekhmet, this is the biggest decider. Is Sekhmet consistent enough, or is Sekhmet going to be one of the main reasons why, you know, we see someone not win and someone else move forward? But we'll find out when we get into the match. But Woos is being drafted. Raccoony. I think Raccoony was potentially something Firas could have looked at.
I agree with you. Maybe the Raccoony instead of the Sekhmet, but he really wanted to land a turn one unit. Now the question is, do you just pick something to counter the Gianna and take out some of the sustain, or do you not deal with that turn one strip? Yeah, it's going to be a difficult moment. So many units to reset. You want to reset the Gianna, you want to reset the Wusa, you want to reset the Oliver and the Cardinal. His trusted, unit, either him or Praha would have been great here, but I think it kind of tells us in what direction Firas' ban is going.
Wow, look at that. So Connell, or the Fire and Bison's going to get banned out here. And then Woos is going to get banned. We got a 24 and a 33 speed lead for Zefa here. Is the 24 enough for the Sekhmet to take turn one? We're about to find out. I believe so.
I believe in Sekhmet gameplays. Here we go. Sekhmet with turn one. She's going to try to get that reset. Does she go for Gianna? Does she go for Oliver? 3, 2, 1. Goes for the Oliver and lands the reset.
Yep, landed indeed. I think he's not too worried about the Gianna because he has that pattern on the field as well. So I do like the reset there on top of the Oliver, and we've got Gianna trying to just do a little bit of something and opting to go with these massive skill 1 damage on top of Jameer. Firas might be put in a disadvantage already, losing potentially the Jameer soon.
That is so much damage, Stoic. Right now, he has to balance out, try to think how he can take his team back, because the Raccoony is going to keep everyone alive and it's going to be so difficult to kill. I don't know if he can make this Jameer survive for one more turn.
I was going to say, he has to go with the second skill. He needs to limit the bomb damage and get the attack break on top of the Gianna. But there you go. We've got Jameer getting dropped here, and being down a unit right now is pretty devastating in my opinion for Firas. He's going to go with a nice skill too. Needs a lot of defense breaks, but doesn't get it on top of the Gianna. This is an attack broken bomb that's not going to be happening right now.
Yeah, very smart use right there. I don't know if people noticed, but he put the bomb even through immunity to get out of those debuffs. Very interesting use of it, Zefa. And now Big Brock, he can try to either hit the Oliver or the Cadiz. He has a choice. Both defense broken.
Damage,
oh my
man.
God, that's a lot of damage.
Oh, he's got to bring back the Jameer. Jameer can skill 1 to finish off that Cadiz. I think that's what he's going to be doing here. And I think the skill 1, he has that skill 3 available, but he can bring that unit back later. I agree with that. I think that's the kill there. Take the Cadiz down, which is really, really big, because Zefa does not have a way of bringing units back.
I like that choice as well. More aggressive, Stoic, and the Pater is already showing its value, So you got to take care of that unit. As the game goes on, the Shizuka will be able to try to bring this Jameer back, and he can use third skill. So you need to kill the Shizuka as quickly as possible.
Yeah, almost 2k per hit with this Gianna, so it's doing a lot of damage right now with those skill 1s, also gaining a little bit of attack bar as well. I think we need to see more attack breaks going out on top of the Gianna. Keep those bomb damages nice and low, and he is going to be doing that. Of course, the Recleanse is going to be coming out from the Raccoony as well. Raccoony's popping up this more Gianna so we can get more bombs onto the field.
Yeah, the Gianna has 2 bombs on this Pater, and with this, the Shizuka will die, and Zefa looking very much in control, because even if this Pater procs, he's just gonna die to the bombs. Gets a very important stun. He can get a reset on this Oliver. Resisted. He has skill 2, goes for the reset on the Pater, and now the Raccoony and the Gianna showing the dominance of the bomb damage, the sustain continuously right here, and now it will be probably the death of Pater.
That's it. Firas is going to be losing this one right here because Sekhmet just does not have what it takes to go up against these absolute monsters of units here. We're taking it in right now. Take it in. This is as far as Firas has ever come in SWC Congratulations, though, to the round 5 winner, Zefa.
And that's how Zefa took it after our first 5-round game in a best of 5. Congratulations to Zefa, and it was so fun watching Firas play those games. And what an exciting way to conclude it there, Stoic. Both of these players playing at the absolute top of their game. It was so cool to see.
Yep, really, really well played. I loved watching both these players play out these the Game 5 matches. So all this best of 5 has been phenomenal. Zefa is an incredible player. Firas is an incredible player. We watch Firas do lots of things. We know he's a planner. We know he's a strategist out here in the Summoners War community. But Zefa is known to be such a clean drafter and a clean player. I thought Zefa really played his matches, and he did so well. Because the matches that Zefa lost were very good matches for Firas. Nothing really came over as like, wow, just so-and-so resisted and Violent Proc and got all of this like edge off one of another. This was a great best of 5 between these two players.
It was a really great exchange, like you said there, Stoic. Yes, Seppi, walk me through some of these highlights. Tell me about the games we just had.
Man, I agree with Stoic. It was just a beautiful showing from both of these players. We saw a lot of different picks. You know, the Momo coming out here, the Meihoang when it was a great opportunity, the Rakuni being a very important unit, and then the Camilla also winning a crazy game that we did not expect her to win with a very clutch Vanessa. So I just wanted to congratulate both players. Great strategists. It was amazing to see some different picks and a game up to 5, you know, very close battle.
It's rare that we get to see something like that, and I think it's actually the first that we've seen across all 3 days of the prelims so far, and it felt like a really good one to have 5 games of. Like Stoic, like you pointed out, these players, we didn't even get 2 in a row from anybody. It was always we're trading the games back and forth. Both of these players are in each other's heads, and there's that moment too where Zefa brought the Cadiz, and it dealt some crazy damage early.
Yeah, the Cadiz is bringing so much damage, so much volatility to these matches here. It's definitely something that Firas was very wary about because he had banned it in a match once before and then letting it through, just bringing so much damage to his Jamair. It was a tough one. It really was a tough match right there, that last